Good morning. Happy Saturday, all of you challengers, near and far, wherever you currently live. Good morning to you. And I'm so happy, and our team is so happy that you are brave enough and courageous enough and disciplined enough to do this challenge with us, the Self-Confidence Formula 30-day challenge. So you guys you've got the formula, self-confidence formula. You've been introduced to mirror work. If that is a new method or technique for you, I know that you're experiencing how powerful it can be. Can be a little bit awkward in the beginning, perhaps for some, but then you start to really feel that shift within. And we'll get more into mirror work and why it's so powerful and why it's such a great habit for you to continue doing. As you develop into the person you need to become in order to have your heart's desires. So I wanted to come in and I went through all your comments and saw all of your posting. First, any of you new challengers, you would have seen that some of our challengers are already writing it out and posting their writing out every day. That is now going to be introduced to the whole group. For those that are already doing that, this is not your first challenge. You know how this goes. And so you took the lead in that. So that is fantastic. Couple of things that I want to share with you is number one, to block off Tuesday, July 26th from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay, we're going to do an exclusive class with you for that 1 hour, 60 minutes to really help you get the most out of this challenge, the most out of this activity, and ultimately really start to understand who you are, why you're really here, and what you really want. Why are you here? And that is in the first step. I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action towards this attainment. And I hereby now promise to take such action. Now, we're not going to get in our car, start our car, put it into drive, and press the gas pedal if we don't know where we're going. Okay? We don't have a definite destination or chief aim. Okay, we're not even going to get into the car, let alone go anywhere, if we don't have a very crystal clear image or have identified our purpose and then the object back of that purpose. And that's why I'm going to share with you guys the Purpose, Vision, and Goals Masterclass. And a lot of people confuse their vision, their goals, their purpose, or they have one really clear, but they're pretty gappy and unclear on the other ones. And so we're going to ensure that you are very clear on what your purpose is. Why are you really here? Who are you? And what do you really want? If your success was inevitable, and every resource, the money, the people, the ideas, if everything would be attracted to you, okay? If there was no limitations or restrictions, what do you really want? Why are you really here? And who are you? I read something today. Some of you are going to be on a path of forgiveness, a path of self-acceptance, a path of creating a new self-image. Your paths are all going to be different. And at the end of the day, at the root of all of that is confidence in yourself, in your own ability. And I read something today and it said, you make mistakes. Mistakes don't make you anything. You might have made mistakes. You might have gotten some things wrong. You might have things that you regret or that you condemn yourself about. But that's not who you are. Those are things that you experienced as a human. The human aspect of you had experiences. Society or you called those mistakes. But that's not who you are. Mistakes don't make you. You make mistakes, but they don't make you anything. And that puts a person on a journey of self-forgiveness, forgiving themselves and others for mistakes they have made so that you can go on with a clear slate. And that's really figuring out who you are, why you are the way you are, why you're getting the results that you're getting, why you keep doing certain things but aren't getting the results, or why you keep doing certain things that you shouldn't be doing. Okay, and that's all understanding you and how your mind works, what you're really made of. and getting really clear on why you're here. What is your purpose? What is the object back of that purpose, which is your vision? And then once you've got your vision, then your goals are easy. Your goals are just milestones or base camps up to your Mount Everest, which is your vision, and you're guided by purpose. Yes, Cheryl, wonderful. Fall in love with this challenge all over again. And you know why? Because we get to fall in love with ourselves all over again. We're way too hard on ourselves. Our inner critic is very strong. Okay? And if we want to get on in this world, and if we want to have bigger, better, more experiences, whether that's an impact, whether that's an income, then we have to continuously improve how we see ourselves, how we feel about ourselves. So it's like, I love this challenge, but what it's doing is it's getting us in tune with loving ourselves, forgiving ourselves, accepting ourselves, understanding ourselves. Understanding is your key to freedom. Understanding you, where your results come from, why you are the way you are, why things happen to you, and how you can attract better things to you. That is your keys to the kingdom. Okay, and that's what we're all about, real help, real results. So aside from blocking off July 26th, that's a Tuesday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, next week we are going to be going through a deep dive into each of the steps of the self-confidence formula. So each day I'm going to be teaching you something new in this group about each of the steps to help you further understand the power of you, the power of this challenge, and the power of developing that true self-confidence from the inside out. All right, so wanted to pop in. If you have any questions, get in touch with your accountability buddy, get in touch with me through the comments here, and make the most out of this challenge. It is not difficult to do, but it is going to push you in your discipline, in your commitment, in your integrity. Self-discipline is giving yourself a command and following through with it. And so for you to give yourself a command to do this challenge every day and follow through with it, you are improving your self-discipline, your mental discipline, and that is going to come back to you tenfold. So I will see you guys every day next week, starting on Monday, where we're going to go into a deep dive on each of the steps. On Tuesday the 26th, we are going to have a class exclusive for you guys, so that you can really embrace that true self-confidence that will help you achieve the object of your definite purpose and have so many wonderful experiences along the way. I'm so happy that you're here. Have a beautiful, blessed weekend, and we'll see you guys all next week.